Welcome back. Before the break, we saw Big Dave steamrolling through both events, achieving maximum points.
Let's see what event is next with Sven Karlsson.
What's a strongman competition without lifting stones? This time we're gonna lift them overhead. Starting with this 80 kilo stone to be lifted overhead on arm's length, and then moving on to 90 kilo, to 100 kilo, to 110 kilo, all the way to the last stone weighing 120 kilo. The athletes will have 2 minutes to complete the event. Fastest time is going to win.
Well, indeed, but Rob Frampton, Stoneman so-called, he's got a hero, I understand.
I think it dates back to when I was a small boy seeing Jeff Capes doing it all. That's been the addiction ever since, really. Watching him doing it, and obviously being, quite a large chap and growing up quite big, and being in and around gyms and boxing and powerlifting, it sort of seemed the right thing to do and a good transition.
Well, there you go, Jeff. That ages us a bit, doesn't it?
Slightly, and I hope he wins. He's a very nice boy. Well, the first one looks easy, Stu, and I'm sure he's just going to pop it out. There we go, bang.
80 kilograms the first one.
Oh, no, they didn't give him it. He didn't lock out. No, he's struggling.
He is struggling, isn't he?
Oh, dear. Get your hands underneath, Stoneman. There you go.
That's it. So it's 80 kilograms, 90 kilograms. You can see he's attempting the 90 now, then 100. And we shall see.
Yeah, like I said, Stu, he's got to get his hands underneath the right position to push the block up. So as long as he's there, he should be able to do it. He looks a pretty strong guy. There we go.
Yep, that's the second one, as you say, and he's learning stone by stone, actually.
Exactly. You have to learn these things. They are slightly different. But generally the technique stays the same. Roll it up, transfer your hands from the top, underneath. He actually missed that. That's it, bend back, underneath, and you're in a good, strong pressing position. Bang, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, the nearer you can get to the bench press position, the better it is. It's much easier than the straightforward military press. And of course the use of legs too, to make a clean out of it, would be, part of a technique. But this 110 kilograms may prove a little bit too much. He really struggled a little bit on that 100.
I mentioned before, Stuart, a lot of these people, they're very, very strong guys, but they forget about breathing. Oh. They have to breathe and push the weight out with the when you're blowing the breath out of your chest as well.
You've got 20. You heard the 20 seconds. It's a 2-minute call on this, I understand. I thought it was 90 seconds actually, but he's got the 20-second call, which is all that matters.
Yeah, it's a tough call as well, Stu.
Oh, he's gone. Yep, 1:04.97, the overall time. Let's have a little look at this. Took his time on the first one, which was strange. Got the second one quite nicely.
Yeah, as you said, once he learnt the technique, he was on his way.
Struggled a lot on that 110, and finally it was give-up time. Well, Martin Jones next up, from Newport in Wales, UK strongman finalist in 2007.
Some of these guys are absolute monsters. Glenn's obviously a big guy, Mark Westaby, Jay Hughes, just to name a few. They're all naturally big guys. But it doesn't mean us little guys can, knocked out. We can still do it. We just got to train harder, just get a little bit bigger, and we can certainly do it. There's no doubt about that. Never intimidated, but definitely confident this year that I'm holding a bit more muscle, a bit more weight. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident, I must admit, definitely, but never intimidated. I mean, how can you be intimidated with these guys?
Well, a more serious look on that face now as he approaches the first of the stones, weighing 80 kilograms, just to remind you.
Well, he'd probably be at advantage because he's not very tall, Stuart, and it looks very, very strong, but only 5'11". I think he's at a disadvantage. Well, he didn't lock out, but the referee gave him it, so that's good.
That's good for him, isn't it? It clearly didn't lock out, that's for sure. He's coming up to the 100 and he's really struggling. Sits into it. Now he's got to get it up onto his chest, which he does. Well, not quite. And that's where the testing time comes. He's looking, he almost got it there. Technically a little bit down on that third one, so he's got 2 lifts in. 26.9 the time to his credit. Let's just reflect back on that. Not too bad on the first one. And that was a 15.47. The second one, 26.9. Then he really struggled. Really had to work hard, but it didn't quite come off. Now then, next up is Dave Meir. Dave Meir, he is a big fella. We talk about size. Well, he's 23.5 stone, 57-inch chest, and that chest may well be needed here. The first of the stones, 80 kilograms. Easy.
Yeah, he looks pretty confident in this, Stuart. Grabs the bottom, transfers his hands, and he needs to get his hands underneath. That's not really the right way, but he does it. No, he's not.
Well, he didn't lock out on his left arm. You're quite right. That was the arm that wasn't underneath the stone. Ooh.
Yeah, this can give you a headache, Stuart. Trust me. There he goes.
As done as okay on that one.
A lot of these guys don't have the flexibility to lock out correctly, but because they're so big and so massive. But you know, the actual weights only differ a little bit. When you're talking about 10 kilos, it's just another 22 pounds.
His left hand always goes to the top of the stone, and he's really struggling to get his hands underneath the stone. His chest, he needs to lean back a little bit more to get it onto the chest, and he's going to trip over that tire in a moment. Well, thankfully he didn't. Now, can he lock out on this one? It's a real struggle, isn't it? Oh, and that went down on his knee, I think. I think it did, actually, Jeff. He dropped that.
Well, if it did, Stuart, he's going to be in trouble.
Let's have a closer look at that. I just felt when he was ahead of the tyre on the third lift. I just wonder. Let's have a look at this. Oh, yes, on his right knee, right on the top of his right knee.
Yeah, he's going to be in trouble.
Well, Jimmy Marku, third overall thus far. He's certainly one of the medal contenders.
I'm feeling pretty strong, and there's lots of good guys this year, but I'm definitely going to give it a good go, and my aim is to go to the final, and hopefully if I go to the final easy, I would explode the final. Kind of like this show, it's a bit heavy and static events, so many good guys this year, and it's going to be an interesting show. It's a very good field, but I've been competing in some good fields all this year, and I'm not going to make a statement. I never do make a statement, so see what happens.
Well, it's all happening. The first two, 80 and 90, have gone very, very quickly indeed. 15.22 seconds. And this 100 kilogram causing a little bit more of a problem. But Jimmy Marku, a real athlete in my book. He's got terrific power in those levers. Look at that. What a good lockout that was. Now he comes up to the next 110. He's got 3 at 34.97. What can he do here?
Well, that lockout was great. It was a great press. He's obviously very strong indeed. It's straight up, no problems.
46.16. Tell you what, he's going to take some beating in this.
120 kilos is obviously a little bit more than he weighs as well. So it's great lifting, Stuart.
Did he get a lockout? Ooh,
yeah.
He did get a lockout, but
there you go. We're not the referees, Stuart.
No.
They gave him it, and that's it.
1 minute 3.4. Let's have a little look at this. We'll check on that lockout at the end. I think he glanced at the referee. He wasn't sure either. Let's be honest. That was a very good lockout there. And that's a good straight lockout. And that last one, don't know. We're not the referee. Let's leave it at that. Well, Dave Warner, first position thus far. Now then, Dave.
Dave said he's under the thumb at home, Stuart, so...
Yes, he's married to Ruth, and he's got Sam, and he's got a boy and a girl.
And very strong, Stuart, very strong.
Big family man, managing director of a design company, just to give him a little bit of biographical background to him.
Crikey, this is going well, Stuart. He nearly cleaned it and pressed it at the same time.
Well, this is very, very good, isn't it? Now.
Looks very strong indeed. There's no problem pressing it, Stu. Bang.
Oh, that's terrific. Now then, 120.
Yes.
Takes a big breath. Let's see. Taking his time, he is indeed, isn't he? And let's see what he does here. Actually, you heard him say, I don't need it. He's second in this competition, but that means that he maintains his first place overall. That's very clever, actually. Didn't need to actually lift the 120 kilogram. He's got the points. It's points that count. He would have probably got one more point, but he doesn't need it. He's in the lead.
Well, I took my foot off the gas on the last one. I went as fast as I could for the focus. Second place in that was going to be good enough to give me some really good points. I don't need it. This is a battle. The final's the war. So we've got to get through the 2 days of this before we do that. So I've got to keep some energy in the tanks.
Well, let's have a look at that. Jimmy Marku wins that. Dave Warner in second, as you just heard. Then Andy Kearney, Rob Frampton, Martin Jones, Dave Mear, Paul Carter, Bertie Clark. Remember, it's the top 6 that go through. We lose 2 at the end of this day, but the event 3 overall standings, Dave Warner, look at that, 23 points. Jimmy Marku and Andy Kearney in second and third, but that's a good lead by Dave Warner.
Following the caveman press, Jimmy Marku was the only man in Group B to lift all 5 stones above his head.
Now, Sam, I'm going to tell you something here in confidence, if you don't mind, because otherwise Jimmy may throw an Atlas stone at me. But besides him being one hell of a strong man, he's actually a fantastic chess player.
Very interesting. Perhaps that's one challenge I might be able to beat him at.